Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Yes, another week going down. What we got going on today? We know we're going to start out with the positive vibes because whatever I say, it's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
Good
morning, friends. Hella good.
Food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
Goal you control and the steps you take them.
I try to pick one
thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to
Do this every day, call it replication.
Hey!
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high,
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
but you always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts.
It's a poison they ride, and full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap
All the bad for the good in my head.
when I'm lost.
What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Temptation.
what?
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Hey,
Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, wake up. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Brandilla. How are you feeling this morning? You know, it's always nice to wake up and the sun is shining. It makes me feel renewed. It does, right? And imagine we are already in July. Isn't the months flying by? Damn it, I was driving, going shopping the other day. And we're driving around and I see, you know how Spirit of Halloween pops up at different locations and they stand up their shop around Halloween time. Why the fuck did I see a Spirit of Halloween sign? I was like, hold up, wait. We are in July, yo. Why do I see Spirit of Halloween jumping up? I know, girl. Girl, I know. You know what's so crazy, Brandilla? This is true story, right? A lot of people don't talk about the grief that follows, even when you try to leave a toxic relationship. My last relationship, I'm gonna tell you, I knew I had to leave. I did, and I kept trying to hold on to the good things in a relationship, and I was like, but the bad feels so bad, and I felt like it was impeding on my own healing journey, and so I had to make the tough decision to walk away from it and leave. And when I did that and I knew it was the right decision I made for myself, this is a true story. I still cried, girl. I cried for months. I cried for a couple of months because I was like, but after I cried and after I mourned and after I grieved, I really thought about it. What was I grieving about? What was I crying about? What was I sad about? I was sad that I invested a few years into something that was not healthy. That's what the real tears was about. I was disappointed in myself. I had to forgive myself for choosing something that wasn't good for me. And so sometimes we have to deep dive into what our tears are about, what our grieving process is about. And sometimes the loneliness feeling will drive you back into a place you don't belong. And so during that time of mourning and grief, when I was trying to figure out what the fuck am I crying about when I said the shit felt bad, right? It was because I had to do some work on myself, right? Because crying for what? What was I grieving for? For somebody that when it was bad, it was real bad? I had to work on myself. That didn't mean that I didn't miss him for a short period of time. That didn't mean I never thought about going back though. No, not. I never ever thought about going back, not even once. Right? And the thing that kept me from going back was remembering the bad. When it felt bad, it felt really, really bad. Right? And so I decided that that's not the feeling I wanted. And I reflected on the relationship and I said to myself, this man, no matter how many times we discussed it, I've given him examples. I've told him that I'm uncomfortable with with his behavior. This man never focused on my feelings. Good morning, Hillbilly. He always told me about how he felt. And I started to pick up a pattern. Everything was about him. And I was like, hold the fuck up. He really don't know how to care about anybody else. I had to care about myself. And so the grief and the tears were there. But baby, I realized I was crying for myself to do better the next time. So that's just me. So I'm just saying that to say, Brandilla, I'm not saying that this journey is easy and that at times you're not going to be sitting there thinking about maybe I should go back because the good was good. But baby, when you know deep down inside to your core that you deserve better, just cry them tears and move on to better. Baby. I left him and we haven't really talked about it. We have been in communication, but I don't have the words to explain to him. You explained it to us. You can't explain to him how you explained it to us. When the times are bad between y'all, they are bad. You can tell him exactly how you feel, exactly what you said to us. But I'm going to tell you, if he's truly a narcissist, he ain't going to hear it. Exactly. I don't think he'll get it and will deflect and find a way to blame me for things. Baby, you must be dating my ex. You must be dating my ex. They never take accountability for shit. And they always try to blame you for something. Or if you raise an issue, this is how you know you're dealing with a narcissist. When you raise an issue today, something he did or she did today, and you raise the issue and he throws something up in your face from 2 years ago, you be like, what? Wait, what? Where the fuck did that come from? That was 2 years ago. Nigga, why are you arguing about something that happened 2 years ago? That is the deflection. Or they'll come back with, oh, you did so and so on January 9th of 2022. You'll be like, what? Wait, what? I can't even argue about that shit because I don't even remember. The fuck? That's a whole listen, save yourself. Hillbilly said the only time I dated someone twice was in high school. I learned. I like it, Hillbilly. You got a lot of strength. You didn't go back. The only person I went back to 50-11 times was my circle fuck ex-hoe. And I learned too. I was old and grown, but I learned. The fuck? It's weird, but I feel relieved, but miss my old normal and feel a little guilt like I kicked him when he was down. He's going through stuff, but he's terrible to be with. That's not your problem. You are not his wife. You are not his mama. You are not his daddy. That is not your problem. We are all going through shit in life. Life is life, and for a lot of us motherfuckers right now, it's not a pass card for you to mistreat the next person. It is not. It is not. It is not a pass. Right, Hillbilly, you always come in here with some shit. You always come in here with some shit. Hillbilly said, but when you are with him, it's you going through stuff. Baby, save yourself. That's a whole fucking word. Because you said you feel like you kicked him down when he was going through stuff. But what about when you with him? Like Hillbilly said, you going through stuff. So you're going to sacrifice yourself? Ah! Oh my. Brandilla, that sounds utterly disgusting. Someone said going back to an ex is like taking a bath and putting back on dirty drawers. That is disgusting. I just smelled that whole sentence. Because I bet you the whole time that y'all been broken up, did he call you and say, I'm sorry for how I acted? Baby, I miss you? Anything? And even that's bullshit sometimes. Even that's bullshit sometimes. You know, yesterday we talked about what do we feed in our spirit. Keep that in mind, Brandilla. What are you feeding your spirit? Right? What are you feeding your spirit? Because that shit. But I'm so glad that you took the first step. And so congratulations to that shit. But them dirty drawers, that dirty drawer scenario, that right there, that sentence alone would make me not go back to anybody. Because Happy Tuesday. What are you guys' plans today? I know everybody's working. That's one. You know, work is work, and we don't have a holiday this week, so we got to work the whole week. But guess what, y'all? My boss is going on vacation on Friday. He's going to be out all next week. I'm so happy. Not that it affects my work, because my work has still got to go on, but I don't have to worry about him chasing me. That is the relief. So when he's on vacation, I feel like I have a bit of vacation too. You know what I mean? Because work has been crazy lately. But I appreciate the fact that I still work. Because, baby, if I wasn't working, y'all wouldn't see me right now. I'd be packing up my whole house, moving to Florida. I'm telling you. Because I cannot do this anymore. All right, you going to DMV and the tax office. Oh, my God, the tax office. That make my stomach hurt. I got to file my taxes. I filed an extension, so I got to file by August. I need to spend one of these weekends getting all my tax papers together and send it to my CPA because, baby, I'll never be in a rush because I owe the IRS. So whatever monies I get back, they take it anyway. I haven't spent much time in my own house in months. I told him about things I'm doing around here. His response was, so you told me all that, so I won't ask you to come to my house? All about him. You see? You see? He don't care about you. It's him. That's what. Not now he's offering to help you do stuff around your house. He just complaining that you don't want to come to his house because he's making it about him. Wow. Wow. But guess what, y'all? Aquanda announced some good news on TikTok. Where the hell is Aquanda? She probably on live on TikTok. But I was on TikTok on one of her lives, and she said, Andy, she calls him Toy Story. I'm so dead. You know her significant other, Andy. She calls him Toy Story. She said he got a job, y'all. He got a job. And so that is good news to celebrate. All right. I wish she was on here to tell y'all herself. It's public information because she went live on TikTok and she told the world. So I'm telling y'all. That's a good advice, Hillbilly. Good advice. Brandilla, Hillbilly just gave you some good advice. Lean into the house stuff. Stay busy. Stay busy. Get back into your baking. Like you used to bake so much, Brandilla. Get back into the things that you enjoy. Occupy your time. Hillbilly, that's some good advice. I really can't wait to meet you in real life because you cool as fuck. But I'm gonna get into the positive word of the day because yesterday we talked about feeding your spirit. Today we're talking about spiritual malnutrition. Brandilla, this message might be for you, right? I know it's for me, but it might be for you too. Good morning, Ghost. So you didn't blow away in the hurricane? You made it? Any damage to your house, to your street? How are you guys surviving in Houston? I mean, I'm smiling, but that hurricane was nasty. Hillbilly, you say you're an ass. Oh, you never. Oh, I got the hiccups. And you never lost power? That's a blessing, boo. That's a blessing. I've been cleaning, reading, applying for jobs and part-time jobs. It just got accepted as an Amazon affiliate. That will uptake up time. I always have things to do. You know, I was going to register as an Amazon affiliate, but I'd be so tired. I just don't think I could take on another thing to do. I'm already on TikTok promoting products that sellers send me for free. And I thought about doing the Amazon affiliate program so that I could put links up and stuff and get commission off of the stuff that people buy on Amazon. So good luck on that, Brandilla. Let me know how it is so I could decide if I'm going to dip my toe in it because they keep sending me the email and I just keep going, I don't want to take on nothing else. I don't want to take on nothing else, but I'm always on social media. So if you're on social media and you're shopping on Amazon, why the fuck not? That's why I do it for TikTok. I'm on TikTok anyway. So if you want to send me something for free and all I got to do is advertise it, I'm for the shits. If I can make $2, $3 here, guess what? I'm going to try to do that shit. $2 and $3 adds up. It do. It definitely do. Okay. And so, yes, that will definitely take up some time. That's a good one, Brandilla. That's a good one. Let's get into the positive word of the day. All right. July 9th, because July is the month of understanding, right? I will gain more understanding when I realize spiritual malnutrition is a condition that can be cured. Spiritual malnutrition is a condition that can be cured. This is going to be interesting because I know a lot of us are walking around malnutrition and we need to feed our spirit. What if you were forced to sustain yourself on a low-calorie, minimal intake diet for the rest of your life? Or worse, what if you were told that you could never eat again? No more chocolate, no more homemade soup. How would you feel? How would you survive? If you did not eat to sustain your physical body, you would eventually grow weak and weary. As you used up the reserve resources of nutrients and vitamins, your vital organs would stop functioning. Your body would begin to shrivel up and waste away. A person can only diet or fast for so long before the body demands to be fed. The same is true for the spirit. Some people are suffering from spiritual malnutrition. Some people have deprived themselves of spiritual nourishment for so long, they no longer have the strength to handle the weight of their lives. Let me read that again. All right? Let me read that again. Some people are suffering from spiritual malnutrition. Some people have deprived themselves of spiritual nourishment for so long, they no longer have the strength to handle the weight of their lives. Their vision is shot. The sense of self has been diminished to the point that it is a chore for them to do the simplest task in their lives. Spiritually malnourished people are fretful and frightened, worried and worrisome. They are drained and draining. They have their eye on someone else's plate, someone else's life, and they will stretch their shriveled and shaken hand out for whatever crumbs can be spared. Let me pause there. We will stretch our hands to grab onto any crumbs that can be spared. Sometimes that shows up in relationships, right? Sometimes we are so spiritually malnutrition that we accept crumbs. We take anything to feed us. It's like we feel like we're starving because we are spiritually malnutrition. We have not fed ourselves spiritually, so we wind up reaching for crumbs, taking less than we deserve. They will stretch their shriveled and shaken hands out for whatever crumbs can be spared. Aren't you worth more than crumbs? Don't give me no fucking crumbs. Okay? There is only one cure for spiritual malnutrition. It is a steady diet of spiritual food. Prayer builds the spiritual structure. Faith puts meat on the spiritual bones. Gratitude builds spiritual muscles. If you are feeling worn out, run down, or weary, check your spiritual diet. You may need to increase your intake of spiritual nutrients. Check into the room. Until today, you may have been suffering from spiritual malnutrition. Just for today, increase your intake of spiritual food. Engage in a few spiritual experiences. Test your spiritual muscles. Make the necessary adjustments to your spiritual diet. People, places, and things. That's a part of your spiritual diet, in my opinion. Right? Today, I am devoted to increasing my spiritual intake. What does that mean to you? Increasing your spiritual intake, right? When you are spiritually starving, you are reaching for crumbs when you deserve the whole loaf of bread, right? You ever look at someone's life and go, why are they accepting what they are accepting, right? They are spiritually starved, okay? They are no longer to manage their lives. They are taking what they could get, okay, to feed temporary feelings and emotions. Meanwhile, at your core, you are malnutrition, right? And we ask ourselves on a daily basis, why am I in these situations? Why is this happening to me? Because we're not taking the time to feed into ourselves, right? Now, I know life happens and things hurt, right? But we got to focus on healing those things, right? But at the same time, don't just focus on the hurt that life puts on you and then make decisions to reach out and grab crumbs. Focus on what you need at your core, what you feel you deserve, okay? And go for the fucking whole loaf. What are you accepting? What are you accepting? See, when I read shit like this, it's like a reminder to me. Even though I crave certain things in my life, the way I used to move in the past was different than how I move now. Like I crave a lot of things, right? But I don't want crumbs, right? And so anything that comes into my life in the form of people or anything that I visit, places that I visit, if it makes me feel weary, drained, or anything like that, I'm out. I am. Because Cheryl Lee said something that stuck with me. She said we have more years behind us than in front of us. And you know what? I'm not wasting the rest of my years licking on crumbs. I'm not. Right? I'm not wasting the rest of my years being unhappy more than I'm happy. I'm not. I'm not wasting the rest of my years saying yes to a lot of things that I wanted to say no to. I'm not, right? And initially, when I transitioned into that person where I started to spiritually feed myself, I knew a lot of people were going to be mad at me because I was going to look different. And I was sad for a while, but then I wasn't, right? Because I realized that my energy, my happiness, right? My glow, everything was coming because I was self feeding my spirit. Even though people didn't like what I was evolving to and who I was, they didn't like it because I was no longer catering to them. I was no longer accepting their crumbs. What are you spiritually feeding yourself? Right? Something to think about on this lovely day, because I know for sure a lot of us are going through things. All right. And exactly, Hillbilly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, and that's the thing. That's a great point, Hillbilly. But the first important thing is, do you like yourself? A lot of us walk around talk about, I love me. I like me. But then when you look at the situations you're in, do you really love you? Do you really like you? Because there's a lot of people that walk around talking about, I love me. And I'll be like, for real? That's not what your life is showing, right? Spiritually malnutrition. What are you doing to feed your spirit? That's what you got to focus on, right? Anything that's not feeding your spirit or anything that's draining you, why do you stay? I don't give a fuck. I will leave a friend, a cousin, a daddy, a mama. You're not going to drain me. Mm-mm. That's the old me. But again, I got more years behind me than in front of me. And so I'm not spending the rest of my future years drained. And so when you keep this in mind, this will help you navigate through your life and get the things that you deserve. I believe that. I'm still working on myself, right? I know what I deserve. And if it ain't showing up, I'm not going to accept anything less. But that's me feeding myself spiritually, right? What does that look like for you? Now, I did a bunch of talking. I know I was late this morning, okay? But again, life be life in y'all, all right? My workout started late, so I had to get that out the way. Because if I don't work out first thing in the morning, then I don't want to work out. And so I have to work out before I start my show. Because if I don't, it ain't going to happen, all right? And so my workout started out late. And so that's why I be showing up here late. Whew. I'm having a hot flash, y'all. Ghost, any update on Smokey? Oh my God. I'm having a hot flash. Y'all see the sweat? Y'all see my skin glistening? You see my face? These hot flashes are no joke. Okay? This is why I ain't got time for people to aggravate me, because these hot flashes aggravate me enough. Look at my skin shining. That's how much heat is building up on the inside of me. It is. Well, I guess we're gonna have a short show today because y'all not saying anything, and I read my positive read of the day, and I didn't come here with any planned topic because today is Tuesday, but and I'm normally prepared, but I'm not prepared today. I just know that I'm sweating my ass off right now. But as I always say, move with peace and love. And listen, if you do not have this book until today, we read this book on a regular basis, year over year over year. And it's a reminder to me to stay in touch with my mind, body, and soul, right? I know they're just words, but sometimes you need words as a reminder. And I also tell people on TikTok, when I go live on TikTok in the morning, no matter what we say and what we do, people need people, right? We need each other. I don't care what anybody says. People need people. And so be gentle and be kind. Okay. And give people grace. Give yourself grace. I always say that. Okay. And during these hard times, always remember that your trials and tribulations are a lesson and a blessing. And with that, that's the message of today. All right. Y'all come back tomorrow. I don't think I'm going into the office tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be opinion and assholes day. So, we just come in here to the table and talk about a couple of things. I got a couple of topics floating around in my inbox that I might throw up here to stir up the madness on the show. We'll see. We'll see. But until then, y'all, I'm going to head out and I'm going to give y'all a vibe of the day because you know what I say. Even when you feel low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Royal to Devo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Hug day, opinion and assholes day. Move with peace and love. Hey, hustle hard.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, over the highway. And in the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I'm down through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so you know me, I still go.
And I don't. Peace, y'all. I'm out. Go.